Greetings. Still October. I'm just gonna say October 2020 instead of giving the exact date. I used to give the exact date and time that I was recording this, but well, I don't even know what today's date is. It's October 2020. I think it's the 27th. It's the 27th because tomorrow I have a bill due. That's how I remember everything. My glasses are a little dirty. I see. Uh, this is gonna be about mask, pros and cons, and definitions of thereof associated with the mask coming from my mind, and I'll get back to you with that. Thanks. I'm in Queens right now. What was I talking about before? I should have. Oh man, I had to go to court out here because in February 2020 I was involved in a car accident, and I know everybody says it's the other person's fault, but the other person did hit me. One of those four-way intersection stop sign things, and I got a court notification in the mail. I had to go to court, so the notification was dated like they filed it in August. I just got it in October, and I wrote that on the notification. Sometimes I think it's a scam. They basically left whoever served the summons didn't serve it to me personally, and I want to see if it shows up that they did. Some of the times these court servers, I'm not talking about the police, but sometimes these private court servers, they're not. They write these things in. But I showed up in court and I was documented. They said that due to the COVID, but that's why I was talking about the mask thing. They would notify me at a later date when to come in. But I handed the notice to my insurance company already, and they said they would handle it. But I still went to court because I don't want to hear later on, oh, we didn't get anything. So always, if you get a court notification and somebody tells you don't go anyway, just to have it documented. Even the court personnel says it's a good thing that you showed up. It's good that you showed up. Just don't take somebody's word for it. Because people in this world will tell you anything just to get you out their office, get you out their face, and next thing you know, you have a judgment against you. So that's it. I'll be talking about the mask a little bit and what I think about it, what maybe you guys think about it or don't. I do believe that there's something going around, but they're overdoing it. The mask is a preparation. I'm gonna start it. It's a preparation to get you comfortable to do other things that they're gonna mandate. I believe they are gonna mandate a mask. This is basically unenforceable, and they know it. So a lot of people are going to comply, but a lot of people aren't. I don't think the powers that be are going to drive around all days and beat you up because you're not wearing a mask. Although they're doing that in other countries, like Australia. I saw a video of a guy was on a train, and the police officer told him, I'm paraphrasing, wear the mask, and the citizen said no, and the police officer got real heavy-handed with him, and that was no good. That's no good. He got real heavy-handed with him, and it turned to a fight. If I was a police officer, I wouldn't be. I'm not mandated. I'm not gonna try to push my way for bullshit. That was no good. So when I return for your entertainment and education, if it educates you at all, or maybe you can say in the comments if you agree with me or not, or if you think I'm an idiot, you can let me know in the comments, and hopefully you subscribe. I'll be back in a few, and you can tell me. I'll talk to you guys because you can't tell me anything right now because I'm doing the talking because this is a video. All right, thank you. I'm back again. Okay, they say these masks that most people are wearing now in October 2020 from the COVID pandemic and lockdowns. Underline the word lockdown. That are from the politicians. The politicians locked down. There's no guy named COVID walking around saying, not to open up your stores and stuff. It's politicians. But the mask And in my case, I have this that covers my face, so I can just throw it over and take it down as needed. I don't wear a mask unless I'm going inside somebody else's store, somebody else's house. The rare times I go in somebody else's restaurant. Well, the restaurants are closed now, so I haven't been inside anybody's restaurant unless I'm picking up food. But if I'm walking around, unless I'm in a real crowded area and there's a lot of people walking by with a mask, if that's the case, I'll throw this up just to make everybody feel comfortable. But in general, like foot traffic, I walk in the street or walk around people. I give them their distance and space so they can't say I'm crowding them or ever approach me with "Where's your mask?" which hasn't happened to me yet. I've heard bad stories. But the mask, whether it be those blue cheap cloth masks from China, they're from China anyway, or these, I get this from a company called Hurag. I bought a few of them when this so-called pandemic started, and they're okay. It's just a bandana. What's it called? It's a specific type of bandana that you just throw over, or I can wrap it up. I can wrap it up and tie it up. If you're a woman, you could. Yes, I said if you're a woman, you could put your little ponytail and wrap it up like that. Wristband. You can do a whole bunch of things, but I use it as a shield against somebody else's COVID, or that I'm shielding them from if I had the COVID. All right, or whatever I have. All right. So it's for your protection. So I'm going to read what protection is, which is a noun. The action of protecting or the state of being protected. That's protection. So when I wear this, it's it's the action of protecting or the state of being protected. So I think it's deeper than that. I don't think it's protection. It does protect you, I guess, from when we talk, liquid saliva comes out our mouth, and God knows what's in our saliva. It could be anything. I'm not just talking about COVID-19. I'm talking about anything. So okay, certain Asian countries, they've been doing this for a while. They've been walking around with masks on and all that. Even in New York City before COVID-19, a lot of Asian people in Chinatown, I would see walk around with the mask on. So, but I think it's programming. Basically, I think in the near future, they're going to try to mandate these masks, and then after that, they're going to talk nicely. They're already trying to convince you to take these flu shots, which they've been doing that for years already, but now it's really heavy. Get your flu shot because the second wave is here, and it's not going to be good for you. You get the flu, then you get the COVID, and you wind up in a hospital with a respirator down your throat, which I know that has happened to people, and I know people that got sick with the COVID-19. I am not a non-believer, but I think it's programmed for a bigger thing. Basically, they're going to program you. They're going to mandate. And I had no personal knowledge. I'm not a psychic, as far as I know. They're going to mandate these vaccines. I know you've heard this in other places. And years ago when I worked in the job, and I probably told the story already, a nurse, she went buck wild on me because she asked me if I wanted the flu vaccine. And I was there for recovering from a broken leg. And I told her kindly, no, thank you. And she went off on me in front of the office, but I still wound up walking out without taking it. But she was pissed off because I told her no. Like, I don't have the option to tell her no. But the attitude she has is going to be prevalent now. You're going to see a lot of people, especially, I'm not even going to say that because it's going to open up a whole can of worms. But certain people are going to try to enforce their doctrines on certain other people. So, anyway, programming. The mask to me is a program. I'm trying to get the definition. I think I spelled it wrong. Program, I-N-G. Programming. It's a programming. We're being programmed right now. The programming is a noun. The process or activity of writing computer programs. That's not what I was looking for. Number 2, the action or process of scheduling something, especially radio or television programs. No. So we're just going to work up the singular word, the verb. Program, to provide a computer or other machine with coded instructions for the automatic performance of a task. What is this? Not what I'm looking for. Let me see. Nope. Anyway, I can't really find it right now for whatever reason. I'm looking on my iPad. They're gonna try to make it normalize the mask, and they're gonna mandate the mask, and your mind's gonna say, why aren't I wearing a mask? And the next thing, they're gonna program you the vaccine, which they're doing now with the flu vaccine. Take the vaccine, and the next thing they're gonna mandate the flu vaccine, and then I think they're gonna come out with some rushed COVID vaccine and say, take it, you're good citizens, you take it, then they're going to mandate it. And eventually, I think this all coincides with the money. They're going to try to get rid of U.S. currency and put everything on, digitize everything. And maybe they're going to try to insert it in your body. And that's not beyond the realm of possibilities. They're doing it in other countries. I'm not saying they're using it to pay things, or maybe they are, but they are already chipping people. A lot of people in other countries are down with that and okay, especially the younger generation. They're okay with that chipping, but really you shouldn't put anything in your body. Even the vaccine, I'm very leery of. And sometimes certain medications, I understand. Certain antibiotics when it's due, when you need it, but no, be careful, be leery. It's almost 8 minutes into this, so I'm going to cut it short. So be very careful when they come out of a vaccine. It came out real fast, and there's a lot of autistic people and autistic children coming out, and also I'm leery because of Tuskegee. I know he's gonna say that happened a long time ago, but Tuskegee, things do happen, and you can't really sue these vaccine manufacturers. Why not? If you make a vaccine and I start walking around like a zombie, you did something wrong. Why can't I sue you? That's messed up. That's not right. But they know what they're doing. Talk to you later. And I'll try to come up with a definition of that programming thing. I don't know why I didn't show up. Maybe I'm stupid. Am I?